China currently finds itself in a state of emergency as it prepares for Typhoon Saola, the most powerful typhoon in the past 10 years. This formidable storm is wreaking havoc in Hong Kong and southern China, causing cities to come to a standstill, classes to be cancelled, and numerous flights to be grounded. The intensity of Typhoon Saola is unprecedented in recent memory, raising widespread concerns and prompting authorities to take drastic measures to safeguard lives and property. On a recent Friday in Hong Kong and parts of southern China, daily life was disrupted by the forceful impact of Typhoon Saola. This storm disrupted various aspects of daily life, resulting in class and flight cancellations, employees staying home from work, and the postponement of the school year for students. The impact of the typhoon was so significant that it led to the suspension of trading on the Hong Kong stock market, leaving many travelers stranded at the airport due to multiple flight cancellations. Meanwhile, on the Chinese mainland, rail authorities took precautionary measures by suspending all train services entering or leaving Guangdong province for a specific period. The seriousness of the situation in Hong Kong was highlighted by the Hong Kong Observatory, issuing a number 10 hurricane signal, the highest level of warning in the city's weather system. This signal had not been activated since Super Typhoon Mangkhut in 2018. Typhoon Saola, with maximum sustained winds of 121 miles per hour, came perilously close to Hong Kong, passing approximately 19 miles south of the city's Tsim Sha Tsui shopping district. During the night, the typhoon's eye wall, an extremely intense part of the storm, swept through the city, posing a significant threat. Despite the fear and disruption caused by Typhoon Saola, there was a glimmer of hope that the storm's winds would gradually weaken as it moved westward along the coast, away from Hong Kong. Nevertheless, the Hong Kong Observatory cautioned residents about the potential for severe flooding in coastal areas, expressing concerns that the maximum water level could reach levels similar to those experienced during Typhoon Mangkhut, resulting in significant damage, including fallen trees and damaged scaffolding on buildings. It is crucial to acknowledge that the impact of the typhoon extended beyond Hong Kong. In recent months, various regions in China had already witnessed abnormally heavy rains and deadly flooding, resulting in casualties and extensive destruction, particularly in the mountainous outskirts of Beijing. The looming threat of further flooding from Typhoon Saola added to the ongoing challenges faced by these regions. As Typhoon Saola approached Hong Kong, residents made preparations for the impending disaster. Approximately 400 people sought shelter in temporary accommodations, while ferry and bus services were suspended to ensure everyone's safety. Those residing in low-lying areas took precautionary steps, such as placing sandbags at their doorsteps to prevent potential flooding. Regrettably, the typhoon still inflicted damage, causing the toppling of dozens of trees and injuries to 7 individuals who required medical attention. As a safety measure, all schools remained closed on the following Saturday. While many heeded the warnings and stayed home to weather the storm, individuals like security guard Shirley Ong had no alternative but to report for work. Ng observed that some people were stocking up on essential supplies in anticipation of the typhoon, reflecting the prevailing sense of caution and anxiety in the community. The impact of Typhoon Saola extended beyond Hong Kong and affected nearby regions. In Macau, authorities issued alerts about potential flooding, with forecasts indicating that water levels could rise as much as 1.5 meters, 5 feet, in low-lying areas on Saturday morning. As a precaution, the cross-border bridge connecting Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai City was closed in the afternoon. Macau's leader, Ho Yat-seng, even ordered the suspension of casino operations to ensure the safety of residents and visitors. Just north of Hong Kong, in the technology and finance hub of Shenzhen, authorities implemented significant measures to safeguard the public. The Emergency Management Bureau mandated the cessation of work, business activities, and public transportation. Only rescue teams were allowed to use the city's highways. These measures were instituted to minimize risks and disruptions in the face of Typhoon Saola. The broader situation included potential impacts on mainland China, as the National Meteorological Administration cautioned that Saola might either make landfall in coastal areas from Taishan City in Guangdong province to Shenzhen early on Saturday, or pass near these regions. Additionally, another storm named Haikui was approaching eastern China. Combined with the influence of Saola, This storm was expected to bring strong winds and heavy rainfall to parts of Guangdong, Fujian, and Zhejiang provinces. It was also predicted that Haikui would strike Taiwan's eastern coast on Sunday, compounding the challenges posed by these weather events. Typhoon Saola had a far-reaching impact, having previously passed just south of Taiwan before heading towards mainland China. Its outer bands had already brought heavy rain to southern cities in Taiwan, resulting in significant disruptions and flooding. Before reaching China, Saola had also impacted the Philippines earlier in the week, displacing tens of thousands of people in the northern part of the islands due to flooding.